Story mother freaking time. So on my tiki-taki, I spend a lot of time talking a whole lot of shit-taki mushrooms about my big brother. And he spends a whole lot of time talking a lot of shit-taki mushrooms to me. Okay? So I figured perhaps I'll tell y'all about a time, one of the times that he saved my life. Sometime ago, maybe try to shed a brighter light, a more positive light on him, but this won't last very long. Okay? So sometime ago, let's just pause for just 1 second. We can consider this a commercial break because my scarf is being hella disrespectful. Hi! Oh my god, hi! Thank you so much for joining. Anyways, so if we could just discuss these two beautiful literary masterpieces here, okay? Just love never fails, okay? And confident sensuality, okay? Alright? These are two phenomenal books, just stellar. One of them's a novel. It's a romance mystery. It's real juicy, real spicy. You'll love it. I'm working on the second in the series, so yay. And then this other one is more intimate, more touching. You know, it's poetry. It's meant to hit the soul nice and deep. Right up in there, all right? So anyways, subscribe. Tell me you like me by hitting that like button. Thanks for coming. Okay. It's gonna have to work. So sometime ago, I was a young grasshopper. I was probably in middle school and I wanted to hang out with my friend. I wanted to go to the mall because that was the hot spot. I didn't have money for the mall. I didn't have mall money, but that's where I wanted to be because window shopping was serious, all right? Plan the outfits, plan the places that we didn't have the money to go, okay? So my friend and I had decided on a date and everything, and we planned how we were gonna ask our parents. So of course my mom, having all the jobs that she had, she told us,
look, I can take you to the mall, but I have to take you early so that I can make it to work on time, and you'll have to see if her mother can bring y'all home.
And I was like, okay, fingers crossed. I reach out to her, I tell her what my mom said. She asked her mom, and her mom was like,
yeah, I can take you guys home.
And I was like, ooh, we are in the clear. We about to go to the mall. We about to have a good time, a groovy time. It's like, didn't nobody say groovy? Anyways, so I thought that we were in the clear, except she said,
but your big brother has to go with you. Your big brother has to go with you.
Great. Yay. Excitement. And so I texted my friend and I told her, and you know, she had the biggest crush on my brother, so she didn't have a single issue with that. My brother was not happy about it. So of course his plan,
hey, something go my way and y'all going your way.
I was so annoyed. I wanted to be like, well, I don't even want to go anymore. But you don't tell a Caribbean parent that. You don't tell a Trinidadian mother you don't want to go anymore because of a rule they implemented. Because then you could count on not going anywhere for the next year. Don't even let the word come out your mouth. Ma, ain't you say you don't need friends? You don't want to hang out with friends. You don't want friends. That is what you say. Anyways, so come time for us to go to the mall. And I'm super excited. I had my little flip phone, flipped it open, pressed the button 10 times to get to the letter that I wanted to get to let my friend know that I was there.
Send the whole little paragraph, send the whole grapher.
And then she texted me back to let me know that her mom was also on the way to dropping her off. So then me and my brother, it's early. Like the mall was open, but the stores weren't really open, you know? So we're just sort of ambling around the mall, going in and out of stores that are open, the one or two, like go to the food court. We're just dragging, lollygagging. And so we get to a point where we see in the food court several women, several girls, sort of clustered around the McDonald's, okay, right there in our budget. And one of them looked exactly like my friend. I was like, oh, she's here. And she's probably talking to a couple of other girls that we go to school with. And so my brother was like,
yeah, I'm gone. See ya.
So he sort of ambles off and I run up to them only to find out it's not her and I don't know any of these girls. So I was like, okay, well then I guess I'll walk around Macy's by myself. And so I go into the Macy's, walk around, look at stuff, and then I start heading over to Forever 21. And as I'm walking over to Forever 21, I see this gentleman on the phone talking to somebody, and a couple of other ladies not too far away sort of just chit-chatting, and I kind of felt like they were super loud, but it didn't matter. So I just keep walking, and I'm thinking, dang, they are so loud. Like it feels like the gentleman's voice is still abundantly clear despite the fact that I'm going further away from him. And I realized that he's still behind me, like we're both walking in the same direction. I heard him say a couple of things, but I'm not paying attention to what he's saying. I'm just sort of still on my high excitement about being able to hang out with my friend and the $20 that my mom gave me to spend at the mall. I was about to go to Forever 21 and blow it before my friend even gets there. So I'm walking, and he's like, I hear him say,
yeah, you know what? I think I can make this one happen. I think I got this one.
And I'm not really paying it too much attention, but I sort of glance behind him and I feel like the space between the two of us is probably getting a little bit too thin. So I pick up the pace a little bit, and I'm still not even really thinking anything negative. I just don't want anybody super close to me. So as I pick up the pace, it kind of seems like the space between the two of us still isn't getting smaller. It's just being maintained despite the pace at which I walked. And it was then that I began to get a little bit nervous, like, why are you trying to keep up with me? Do I know you? Have I seen this guy before? Is he just waiting to get off the phone to come talk to me, to ask me for my number? If that's the case, why not just come ask me for my number? Like, why are you following me to do that? Like, are you building up the courage? And also, I was like 12 or 13, okay? Like, I wasn't some grown woman with all this body, okay? I was clearly young.
Hi there.
What'd you fucking say?
Hello?
And what?
I wanted to ask you to a party.
I'm 13.
Oh, right.
And she's 11, you nonce.
So anyways, it gets to this point where I see like Forever 21 coming up, but I'm also starting to walk past more and more stores that like you could see directly inside the store. But because some stores weren't open yet, the lights were still off, so you could see your reflection a little bit more clearly. And as we walked past this one store that was still closed, I sort of glimpsed to my right to look at our reflection, and I see him reach for me, but it wasn't like he was reaching for my hand or my waist. He was reaching for my, like, up here. And just as I was about to panic, I heard my brother's voice. I heard him say my name with conviction, with authority. My brother never looked his age, always looked bigger, always looked extra super duper strong. He's like a replica of Terry Crews. Anyways, don't tell him I said that.
Muscle! What?
So I turn around and I swear to beans, that man dis-a-frickin-peared, like vanished, poof, thin air, to the point where I thought that maybe it was all in my head. So then my brother walks up to me and he was like,
Bruh, you can't keep having friends with these old ass men. They'll snatch your ass up.
like already disciplining me. And I was like, yo, I don't know who that was. He was like,
What do you mean you don't know who that is?
I was like, I'm 177% serious. I don't know that man. So my brother stands there and looks at me, and I see the concern and the panic begin to rise in him just as it was just rising in me. And so he steps back a little bit to look beyond the corner to see if he could spot the guy. And I was like, let's just go. Let's just go. And my friends, I'm telling you, for the remaining time that we spent in that mall, my brother stayed within a couple of feet of me and my friend. And like I said, my friend absolutely loved it. So that promise that he made me when my mom made him come with us, poof, vanished out the window, stayed by my side, or, behind me, for the entirety of the time we were in the mall. We never saw that guy again. Dis-a-frickin-peared. Never saw him again. Very strange experience. Very grateful that my mom made my big brother come with me to the mall.
Your big brother has to go with you.
Heaven only knows. Things could have been very, very different for me and him and my mom today. So anyways, turns out, I guess, my brother's kind of, sort of, or whatever, cool, I guess. Maybe. A little. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. I've got more stories coming, more interesting stories coming, more updates coming. I have the second book in my Confident Sensuality series that I'm working on. It's coming. And because a few publishers have expressed interest in me, they want me to start doing more fiction stories. So guys, just start dropping a bunch of ideas and some inspiration so I can continue bringing the entertainment. Subscribe, go read my book, and let me know what y'all think about an audiobook about me recording a book. Thanks for joining.
College students from the University of Central Florida have been reporting a full-grown man running around campus in a rat costume. He has a makeshift rat mask and tail and lurks around the campus at nighttime. Social media posts on Twitter and Snapchat have let the college students follow their new unidentified rat around campus, who is seen often nearby trash cans or dumpsters, waiting for the perfect bad guy to come around and take them down. In one social media video, the Snapchatter caught the rat man taking down a bike thief on campus before turning them in.